Peace and love, spread love, not hate. It's your boy Chef Disaster Place Prevention coming at you with another episode of Surviving Love. Getting back together after a breakup. Rekindling the Love edition. Please smash that like button on your way in. I hope that you came to enjoy the show. It's always peace and love, spread love, not hate. Let's go. Surviving Love.
First time, then you know you got it. Anytime you want it, babe. All you gotta do is make it hot. And then you know you got my body locked. I must admit that I'm ready to go the distance with you. 'Cause it's been a long time since I had a man to make me feel the way I do. You know I'm really feeling you. This situation is hard to explain, 'cause you never put your hands on me, but I feel like chemistry. So I'll give you one try, and if you do me right, then boy, you know you got me. If you get it right the first time, then you know you got it. Anytime you want it, babe. All you gotta do is make it hot. And then you know you got my body locked. If you get it right the first time, then you know you got it. Anytime you want it, babe. All you gotta do is make it hot. And then you know you got my body locked. If you get it right the first time, then you know you got it. Anytime you want it, babe. All you gotta do is make it hot. And then you know you got my body locked. I must admit that I'm ready to go the distance with you. 'Cause it's been a long time since I had a man to make me feel the way you do. You know I'm really feeling you. This situation is hard to explain, 'cause you never put your hands on me, but I feel like chemistry. So I'll give you one try, and if you do me right, then boy, you know you got me. You get it right the first time, then you know you got it. Anytime you want it, babe. All you gotta do is make it hot. And then you know you got my body locked. If you get it right the first time, then you know you got it. Anytime you want it, babe. All you gotta do is make it hot. And then you know you got my body locked.
Oh, let's go. Smash that like button on your way in. Now rocking with your boy Chef Disaster Place Prevention, coming at you with another episode of Surviving Love. Please smash that like button on your way in. I really would appreciate it. You know I would. We're gonna get into a nice topic tonight. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna open up all the lines for communication, house calls, and I'm gonna be placing the link in the chat for you to come up and enjoy, join the discussion if you like. But other than that, I'm going to be giving commentary as usual on the subject. You know how I do, the regurgitated love, intellectual vomit. Salute to everybody coming in, all the stragglers, all that. I appreciate all the love. I hope everybody enjoying themselves and being safe out here as the country begins to slowly open back up or quickly open back up. Either way, I wish you the best wishes, out here during this pandemic, the re-pandemic, you know what I mean? salute to those to the fallen and a moment of silence for those who have passed on. Peace, 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 peace. Thank you very much for that moment of silence. I know all the loved ones that are left behind and the victims appreciate that. Tonight's show is definitely a very interesting topic. Sometimes we do things for the better, sometimes we don't. Um, let's tap into it real quick. You know what I mean? Some intellectual rhyme from somewhere else. You know, I like to give all praises due to everyone's creative ability. You know, so without further ado, let's get into some intellectual vomit coming from another content creator, which I deem to be intellectual vomit. Something I hope that you guys can enjoy. Hold on one second. Let me find it for you. I salute everybody in the chat. Swoop Likeable, Sinister Cyborg, Society, Chef O'Brelly Young, and Northern Bell in the building. Salute to the real ones. I see y'all. Let me clear my throat. I appreciate y'all though. Yeah, so today's topic is a good topic, and like I said, it's definitely something we should talk about if we should do it or we should not do it. You know what I mean? So just so that you get a fine understanding of what I'm talking about, I like to take you down other aspects and other avenues so you can get an understanding of what I'm trying to deliver here with the content. You know, so often I do things like music, poetry, and things like that, and I try to open up your mind to different perspectives because it's always good to not put yourself in a box. So tonight we're gonna try not to put ourselves in that box, talking about rekindling love. You know what I'm saying? Salute, salute. So here's a another intellectual environment. I hope that you enjoy. Let's get into it.
Like men, if you hear me say I love women, men fathom that I hate them simply because I don't date them, and God knows how wrong they are. I've loved men. Hell, my first love was man, like no other. He was massive, like me, covered in color, like me. When dimples in his smile, like mine, and palms that can take trees down, I've loved man. Except underneath the warmth of his flesh at night, my home was in his blood, right beside his manhood. He loved me so much he considered me his privates, but we were inseparable. I've loved man. So don't get nervous. Watch the surface of his pores fill up with salty liquid fear in the heat of passion. When someone can see me clear through his jeans, I've loved man, seen his happiness, how quick it vanishes. His body manages to pull me in closer, easing a chill he knew all too well. See, life can be so fucking cold. And I've loved man. When walls close and tight around me, his muscles contract, wrapped with nerves that swell when words couldn't explain their anger, like a knee between his legs. And I've loved man. From cuticles to follicles. His hair, coarse, dark, always kept low. He said men with no hair was toddlers, homos, the dudes, and pornos. And I've loved man. Because he was all I knew. Till one night he grew with lust. Met a woman's eyes and traced down to her thighs. To my surprise, he groped them and kissed her gently as if he was never with me. So I watched him play in her bed, thrusting between her legs, felt his heart racing, body sweating, blood pumping, then something discharged me out of him and left me there inside of her. I mean, he actually left me in this woman, rolled over and left me in this woman. I wanted to hate this woman, but she accepted me, allowed her blood to run through my veins. The pain of being disregarded by him left me so brokenhearted that she rebuilt me, made this Eve of her own bone and flesh. Her strength was inherited when imprinted on my fingertips as I finally reached out and touched her. Yo, Y'all, she was as soft as the voice that was lullabying this water sack surrounding me, drowning out the outside world where he was. And I wonder if he ever loved me the way that I love man, the way that I love woman now. How could I not? After she sheltered my limbs underneath her rib cage, carried the pipe of my life in her gut for 9 months, I had loved man, but man ain't never done nothing like that for me. He is too used to dispelling his blessings, but she evolved his minute matter into this miracle man. On top of woman has been the story throughout history, but nothing is better than being inside of a woman to me. Because daddy, Ricky, placed me underneath his waist, and mommy, Karen, placed me underneath her heart, and she fucking loves me just as much as I've loved man.
Hey, peace and love, spread love, not hate. That was from a poet named Roddy. I've loved men. If you get a chance to go check her out, definitely a poetry, dope poetry. As you can hear from the content she just delivered, something real, something dope for you. You know, I'm gonna always bring that intellectual vomit to help you uplift your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And make you see things in a different perspective because it's always good to get second opinions and see things from the outside looking in. And the only way you're gonna do that is to get other people's opinions. And take from it what you will. Salute to everybody coming in and hitting that like button. I know it's kind of late, but the show must go on. I appreciate everybody. Northern Bell, Naima Buckner, good to see you, Queen. Donna, just being real. Peace, love, thanks for the share, Queen. Free thinker, never submit. I see you. I appreciate you as well. If you're not subscribed to Socially Balanced TV, I'm gonna need for you to go in there, subscribe to that. I'm gonna put the I'm gonna say hello to everybody in the chat. Socially Balanced. I'm gonna need for you. Hold on one second. It's good to see everybody. It's been a minute. I know. I've been keeping the content to myself, right? Nah, it's just I be busy working and stuff like that, covering for vacations. Cause y'all do know I'm a chef, right? Y'all do know I be in the kitchen cooking rice. Word up. Uh-huh. I got a unboxing to do. Support black owned, support black love, all that good stuff. Um, you know, it's from a good brother, King. Definitely got a great product, and I'm gonna be getting into that shortly. Word up. Please smash the like button on your way in. Word up. Yeah, that was a spoken word, free thinker. Biker Bob, I 59, I see. Salute. Yeah, smash up on that like button on your way in. It's greatly appreciated. You heard? Yes, sir. There goes Socially Balance TV. If you're not subscribed to that channel, please tap in. I'm gonna be doing some great videos over there. Don't want to miss out on that new content coming over there. Totally revamping that channel. You know what I'm saying? Salute. All right. So today's topic: surviving love, getting back together after a breakup, rekindling the love edition. I'm sure a lot of us know what rekindling love is all about. I got some questions I'm gonna answer, and from some subscribers that they had asked me, and I'm just gonna answer. I'm gonna give you a male's perspective, a man's perspective, and if you're in the chat, male or female, woman or man, feel free to come up, give your opinion and anything regarding the topic of surviving love. Surviving love is based on me and what I've gone through after being in a long-term relationship and getting back there out on the scene and starting all over again, but having fun while doing it. And while doing it, learning certain things about women that I didn't know before I got on this journey here. So these are the discussions that we're having. This is the content that I like to deliver, and this is something that I'm very proud of. And I like to thank all y'all for coming and joining that with me. So without further ado, without my babbling, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get y'all to the content. You know what I'm saying? what you'll come through, what you'll tap into here. Let's go. The boy Chef Disaster 3.0. We out here. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Salute, salute, salute. It's definitely a beautiful thing when you can find love you once had that was lost, that is now yours again. Is it the rekindling or is it the effort that both parties decide to put into it? Is it the energy invested or is it the time? Rekindling. What is to rekindle? Is it to take the person back, flaws and all, even though that you'll know that they'll never change? Is it worth to rekindle? Can you look back and see what you used to see before they became who they became? And are they too far gone to get that back? You see, after going through the things I went through, I started to notice the things that change are the things that I want to change. I used to think I was so far, but yet I was so close to finding love. Did it take a little reinventing of myself? Yes, it did. But I wouldn't quite call it that. I would call it embracing the love. You see, my time invested has taken me on a journey that is great. I no longer worry about things that I can't control. Like, am I too tall? Am I, do I make enough money? Do I have the ability to satisfy her in the bedroom? Do I have the proper tool for the job? You see, after you said this and after you said that about each other, can we block out the words that once cut like knives in our flesh and replace them with sweet lullabies? Or are we too far gone for the rekindle? Shall I take you to a place where I say only love exists? Yes, that's here on Socially Balanced TV with your boy Chef Disaster 3.0, hitting you with that intellectual vomit, regurgitated love. Let's go. Salute, 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 salute. You know I had to do it to y'all. You know I had to do it. Regurgitated love, intellectual vomit. Salute. You know I had to do it. You know I was gonna do it though. Salute, salute. It's good to see y'all. It's been a minute. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see y'all. Salute. It's good to see y'all. It's good to see y'all. Mm-hmm. Y'all didn't think I still had it in me. I still hit you with that intellectual vomit. Mm-hmm. I still do it. I still got it. I still got it. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Please like and share the stream. Appreciate you. That intellectual environment. Mm-hmm. Salute. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. 1 second. Let me get to the questions that I've been asked in my email. If you don't know my email, I'm gonna put the email in the description for you to come through and tap in and check that out. These are some of the questions that people have asked me in regarding to this subject of getting back together after a breakup, rekindling love edition, because you know it's all about love. Let's spread that love tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Every time I see something that's lovely, I tell them it must be nice. It must be nice. Remember that joint by Life Jennings? Yeah, that joint was fire, y'all. It must be nice to be able to rekindle love. You know what I mean? That means you've forgiven something that they've done to you, or willing to forget that, or have a different understanding, accepted that that person has changed and no longer do the things that made them unpalatable to you. You know? So is it worth the rekindlement? Hold on 1 second. Let me get you these questions in the email. If I didn't shout you out on the way in, you know it's always appreciated over here on Socially Balanced TV. I'm gonna read the chat in a minute, and I'm gonna put the link and I'm gonna put the house call edition in there. I ain't gonna keep you too long, but I'm definitely gonna deliver the content. You know what I mean? So let's go. Um, okay. Tap into the email. Tap into that. So if we're gonna rekindle something, right? That means there's got to be maybe we should put some music on while I talk. What do y'all say? You want to hear a little beat in the background like we always do at this time? Get into it while I read the questions. Yo, what's up, Emmanuel? I see you. Good to see you, King. I appreciate you stopping through. All right, I'm trying to get you the beat so we can get into it. All right, here we go. We play that for a minute. All right, so the question is, how do you rekindle a relationship? How do we rekindle a relationship? Well, first, you might want to, give the spark back to the thing that needs to be rekindled. When you say rekindle, I like to think of a candle, like a candle comes to my mind. So when I think of a candle, I think of how do we light that candle? And how do we light that candle and give the candle the fire that it needs to burn? It needs a spark. What is a spark? How can you give your partner a spark? How can you give your relationship that was once born life again? Turn that down. How can we do these things? Rekindling the love. That is the question. How can you? Do you have the ability to give that relationship life again? And how do we do that? Well, I would say this, right? Pay attention to them. You know what I mean? That's the first thing you want to do. Pay attention to them. See the subtle changes and things like that. Furthermore, you want to get to know the person's tendencies, mannerisms, and all that good stuff. So pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention. If you really want to rekindle their love, pay attention. Salute. All right. Um, be honest with your partner about your feelings. Being honest with someone about your feelings can help them trust you again because you're rekindling the situation, and sometimes the trust has to be rebuilt along with the flame. Trust is a big thing that with a lot of people, if you break that trust, that's that's not easy to get back. You know what I'm saying? That's not easy to get back at all. So how do we rebuild trust? That is the question. And in rekindling the situation, be honest, open up, and tell them things that you normally wouldn't talk about. Things that you normally wouldn't bring up in the conversation. Let them know that you're fully aboard rekindling the relationship. Let's go. Choshi Balance TV, Chef Disaster, Police Prevention, rekindling the love. Next question. I'm gonna get to you in a minute after I read this question. Then I'm gonna come back to the chat because it wouldn't be nothing without y'all. Let's get into it. All right. The question is, how do we rekindle the relationship? That was the question. Another way to do that is to flirt more. Get that person's attention. Be on time with the flirting too. Don't be inconsistent with the flirting. Make sure that your partner can see you looking good, see you putting in the effort to keep their eyes on you. You feel me? You want them right there. Right there. That's where you want them to be at. So keeping up your hygiene, showing them that you're not that same old sloppy person that you used to be. You change. Rekindling sometimes requires for you to, refurbish your image. You know what I mean? You know how you take something and you make it look nice again, you refurbish something. People refurbish stuff all the time. You can refurbish your relationship. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, yo. Rekindling the love. It's your boy Chef Disaster, Police Prevention. Let's go. Let's check out the chat. I see y'all though. No, I see y'all. Alright, so let me see what I missed. Get on to what I missed. I hope I ain't missed a bunch. Let's talk about it. I know y'all got some great questions because y'all always do. Start at the top. Alright. Salute, salute. Get all of that right there. Uh-huh. Okay, so you're saying hello to each other. Hi to all. Hello to everyone. Boom, boom, boom. We seen that. Alright. Still saying hello to each other. Alright. So you got a question here. Yeah, hit that like button down it says. Alright, so it says, forgive me. Oh, talking to Donna. Okay, I thought it was a question. Awesome. Thanks for sharing some great icebreakers with strangers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I mean, Northern Bell in the building. All right, you're chatting it up with each other. Good to see everybody, all the beautiful people in the building. Uh huh. We out here. We are definitely out here. Rebuilding trust is so hard to do once it's been broken. Absolutely. What are you gonna do about it, though, Donna? What are you gonna do about the trust, or will you allow someone to come back if they trust you? We're rekindling the situation, Donna. What are we gonna do? All right. Free Thinker says its trust can be rebuilt with time, patience, and communication. I believe both, but must want it though. Both must want it. Absolutely. It can be done, but both parties must be heavily involved in the rekindlement if trust is the thing that we have to overcome. You know what I mean? Great point. Great point. All right. Emmanuel Briggs says rebuilding trust means total transparency, total honesty, addressing the past shortcomings of the relationship and doing that consistently. Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself, King. Uh-huh. You got a couple people agreeing with you in the chat. You know, if they agreeing with you in the chat, you know what you're talking about. Salute, King. Free said, well, both have to want it. Yeah, she said it well. That's a fact. Oh, you at work listening? I appreciate you. You drive safe though, fruit like me. Gotta get a fruit like me. Hey. Uh-huh. Alright. Salute, salute. Northern Bell in the building. Alright, so let's see what we got going on with the question. Back with the question. The question is, for those who just joining, the question is, how do we rekindle love after a breakup? You know, good, bad, however you feel. How do we get to that point? How do we rekindle the love? That's what we're talking about tonight on Socially Balanced TV. Salute. All right. So the next thing is to sex text each other more, even when you're in the same room. For those of y'all that don't know what sex text is, I mean, you know, when you're meeting somebody and you want to let them know about, you know, how sexy you are, what type of body type you are, this, that, and the third, what you're working with. I mean, fellas, ladies, I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. A lot of us, you know, have the same understanding. So what I'm saying is sex text. I mean, going back and forth with, you know, maybe you're sending, X-rated pictures of each other, or you're just saying what you want to do to each other, sending your little eggplant to your ladies, fellas, ladies sending your little peach fruit to the gentleman. You know, keep that thing spicy, keep that thing fresh. You know what I'm saying? Engage in things that you know that will, uplift your partner. You know what I'm saying? Engage in these things. Um, Even if you're in the same room, if you're in the living room, surprise that person with a nice little text message saying something provocative. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to do new things, Try it out. It'll get you there. Because, of course, tonight is about rekindling the love. So let's get into it. All right. Number 5 would you be change something about yourself? Change something about yourself. What is it that you feel like and you know that it will make a difference in your relationship that you should change? Um, a lot of the times, it'd be things like eating habits. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I smoke a little bit of ganja, and it's not a fan favorite with the ladies. Especially not at my age, and it being a recreational thing, it kind of like hinders certain situations that I'm in. So I find myself at odds because some women don't like that. But am I willing to change that for love? Absolutely. Am I willing to change that to get back into my relationship? I sure am if I know that's going to help me rekindle that love. You know what I mean? If it's going to help me do that, I'm going to do that. All right, let me see what you're talking about. All right. Um, Emmanuel Briggs. All right. Donna says, Chef, that's a hard one. Not easy for me to fall for a man when I do. It's all about him. When he breaks that trust, I go ghost. Yeah, if he breaks that trust, you should definitely go ghost. If that's something you can't overlook, that's not something I'm gonna tell you. Yes. That's not something I'm gonna tell you to do. Yes, sexting. Uh-huh. Yeah, a lot of couples do it, man. I think it's real interesting. It's a way to add spice to your situation. After all, we're trying to rekindle a relationship. We're trying to make them forget about all the things we did to become that person that they now see before them. Definitely keep it fresh, my G. Gotta keep it fresh. Yeah, Donna likes to ghost him. Free thing, cause she definitely likes to ghost him. Uh huh. Donna's a ghoster, y'all. Go back to my drink. She's a ghoster. She'll ghost him. All right. So let's see. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. All right. A lot of people would say that we should make sex a priority. Put put your fruit that represents sex in the chat if you think that you should make sex a priority. For example, if you're a woman, put that peach in the chat for the fellas to see. An example, if you're a king, put that eggplant in the chat for the ladies to see. You heard? Let's go. Um, should sex be a priority? Should we put that much time and effort into it? I mean, sometimes I hear women say sex is overrated. Is sex really overrated? Can sex rekindle your relationship since the sex that you're having is with the person that gave you the discomfort in your life? So can sex rekindle the relationship? Don't be scared, y'all, man. Let me see the eggplants. Let me see the peaches. If you think sex should be a priority, if you don't, uh, just put no next to the fruit. All right. Let me read the chat while y'all figure out the fruits. All right. Shit is fun if you're physically away from each other, but if we're in the same house, just something sexy on is good for you. Huh? So if she just put something sexy on, man, you Briggs, you go with that? I'm with you on that, my G. I'm definitely with you on that. I'm definitely with you on that. Like, it's definitely something about, a pair of boy shorts. So something sexy would do for me. All right. Same couple just can't be repaired, bro. Some couples just can't be repaired. You're right. But sometimes there's a reason to try. You've never had a reason to try. Malcolm Dome, brother Dome. There's a lot of things that will make you want to rekindle a situation. So if you can't look at that person and say they're worth me trying again, then that's not the situation for you because you'll know if you want to get back into that situation with that person when it's time to cross that bridge. You know what I'm saying? All right. Uh huh. All right. That's not showing patience. Remember, we all want someone to take their time with us. In all our ways, we must give the same in order to receive. Okay. Y'all afraid of the fruit tonight? To me, sex is important, but not priority. If you're trying to rekindle a situation, sex is not a priority. That's what's up. Because maybe like you're one of the people that feel like sex um is overrated. I don't know, but yeah, I agree with you on that. But some people may feel different. I'm trying to see if anybody want to let us know in the chat. All right. So Donna says sex is phenomenal. On the flip side, it's not everything to build a awesome relationship, there's more to a relationship than sex. You're right. There's definitely more to a relationship than sex. Putting something sexy on works all the time. No need for Viagra. Right. Okay. Yeah. Northern Bell said, I ain't scared. Well, where your fruit at, baby? I don't see no fruit. I don't see nobody put the fruit up. You're scared. No fruit. Yes, fruit. Let's go. Let's see the fruit, man. I should see more fruit than a farm. That's right. Emmanuel Briggs speaking up for the Kings, man. Sex can definitely rekindle the relationship. You give it up for the real G's out there. Hold on. You should look for the real motherfucking Kings in the building. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Exactly. Women want it, sex, just as much as men. If we broke, if we broken sex, if we broken sex won't fix the damaged ones, nor create before the break. Okay, you feel that way. Other people might feel different. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you sharing your opinion. That's what it's all about. That's definitely what it's all about. All right. Appreciate that, free thinker. Please smash upon that like button. Socially balanced TV. The damage is definitely done. All right, let's go on to the next one. Let's go on to the next one. All right. So if sex is not a priority, and you're not feeling that. How about try new toys? Do you think if sex was the reason why your relationship needs rekindling, can sex toys help you rekindle that love that you once had before? Will going out with your partner, buying the sex toy, help bring the spice back into your life? I want to know in the chat. Let's see the fruit. Let's see some fruit. You're scared to be fruitful in the chat, huh? I ain't see no fruit yet. Oh, my homie Emmanuel Briggs definitely he threw it down for me. Word up. Salute, King. So let's let's read what social media has to say about rekindling love, and do they think it's possible? Is it possible to rekindle a situation that was broken, or that's lost its spice, or faded away, or needs another spark, or needs new life? Let's see what the social media heads have to say. The rekindling of young love after many years apart is key to long lasting wedded bliss, researchers say. Some 55% choose to reunite with someone they've loved when they were 17 or younger. Their first love, and 29% choose a former sweetheart from late. So the people are saying that it can happen, and the numbers are saying that people are willing to go there after longer periods of time. You're willing to go back with a high school sweetheart, because what, 17 is about high school? What I mentioned in the chat. 17 is about high school. So you would definitely probably have some interest that in that person that you left behind when whatever reason your split apart in the first place happened. At 17, it could be many different reasons why you break up with a person. All right. Um, it could be you move, your family moved, your father found another job, so you had to move up and go. And maybe you see them, your cross paths again. That type of situation is more easier to rekindle the situation. But what if there was a bad breakup? If the person wants to come back in your life to be a father to your child, should you rekindle that situation, even if he was such an asshole? If he decided not to take care of his child, and then he wants to come back and be in not only the child's life but your life, is that worth rekindling? Donna just being real says, I need a man that can provide and protect. Boys can't capture my heart. That's me. So many people think sex is how to get and keep your partner. Okay, I hear you on that. You real strong with it. Go ahead, Donna. You real strong with it. What Bell talking about? I never was good on relationships. I'm sure you do your thing in your own lane, my G. Or you'll find that funny, huh? More of a hookup person. At least you honest, man. At least you honest. I ain't tripping. At least you honest, bro. I ain't mad at you for being honest. Honesty, it gets you a long way. What I miss you thinking. Toys, I'm not sure. I never experienced toys with my husband. Curious, but never tried it. Okay. If you had to rekindle, put some spice back in that relationship, would you give it a try, free thinker? Yeah, they ain't say he's more of a hookup person. At least he honest. That's right. I bet you don't tell the women in the midst before the act, do you? She want to know if you honest all the way up into the act. Don't. Are you honest? Answer free thinking if you like. Up to you. Yo, what's going on, Mary Jane? Salute to you. I appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate you. All right. How many people agree with what social media have said? That it's more easier to rekindle with a relationship from your younger age, 17 years and up to about, it said 17 or younger. So a high school sweetheart or someone you just was in love with from back in the day. You see them again, and it seems like the rekindlement is more natural. It's more easy to do because it's probably invited. They probably didn't leave a bad taste in your mouth. You probably didn't leave on a bad note. You know what I'm saying? So rekindling those type of situations for me are always fun. But what about the situation, like I said, the guy got the girl pregnant. He was being an asshole and didn't want to take the responsibility of being a father. He grew up and became a man and came back into realization that he had to be in the child's life. He now wants to be in the child's life and the mother's life. Should she rekindle that situation? Is that possible? Should she do it? She's not with nobody, and he's willing to change his ways to rekindle that situation. Is that is there a possibility for rekindling that situation? And are we for that type of thing? Let me know in the chat. Socially Balanced TV. Peace and love, spread love, not hate. Word up. Good evening to everybody just rolling in. I appreciate y'all over here. I really do. I hope that you enjoying the content. You know what I'm saying? You're laying down, relaxing, or you're just out and about. You're driving home on that way home, on the way home from work. I hope I get you there safely, securely, so that you can get with that loved one that's at home waiting for you. You know? Yeah, toys can be a lot of fun. Absolutely. Yeah, it's always good to see Mary Jane in the building. I'm pretty honest. No need to lie. It's actually more women in the world that prefer you to tell the truth. Very smart man, my G. Very smart man. Okay. I do believe it's a little bit easier since you have some history with the person if the history wasn't horrible. That's right. If you didn't leave a bad taste in their mouth, it's more likely that you can rekindle that situation after the breakup. Salute, protest, yeah, protest maniac. I appreciate you coming through. I see you, King. Alright. Dome says regular sex is okay for me. I don't explore too much in the bed like that. Toys turn me off all the way. I understand for King. If it ain't you, don't do it. Word up. So getting at each other. I like that intellect in the chat. Yeah, that was good of the brother to say that. Salute to that. Night owls, we out here. It's possible as long as he's truly changed and is doing the work to prove it. That's right. We on point. Most people hook up more now than less in a relationship. Yeah, it's more comfortable and stuff like that. I see nobody want to touch that topic of rekindling, the man rekindling with his baby mama to be in his child's life, huh? Nobody want to touch that one, huh? No, I think that she should go ahead and give him a chance. I think being back in your child's life is definitely something that can add a whole lot of spice to your relationship. I mean, when a woman sees you wanting to be in your child's life and want to give your child the most opportunities that you can possibly give them to be successful in life as well, to take some of that burden off her plate, I think that adds a lot of sexy back to you. I think it's bringing sexy back. I think being that type of man after being a dirtbag after all that time brings sex back to your life. If not that, you know, you'll have a child that's being provided for. So do it anyway, you heard? Not just to rekindle your relationship, but do it because the child didn't have to be there. Let's go. Rekindling our situation. We out here. We do the right thing. Peace and love, spread love, not hate. Mm-hmm. All right. So think about it. Is an ex someone that you want to rekindle the situation with? How did they become an ex? What got them in that situation in the first place? These are the type of questions that you should be asking yourself before you rekindle a situation with an ex or something like that. Uh huh. It adds value to the union. I agree, Chef. Shows character. Absolutely, it shows character. I was speaking on the father wanting to come back. Oh, all right. All right, swoop like me. Get into it. Get into it. I ain't knocking you. Let's go. That's what the chat here for. Let's get into it. It's the no hold bar conversation. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves. I'm gonna give a quick intermission on the commentary and the questions. After this, I'm gonna open up the platform. All forms of communication will be open. To support the chat, you can do through Cash App or Super Chat. Cash App, $ Chef Disaster, and the Super Chat is the little button down at the bottom. I appreciate all support. Thank you very much. Let's get into the intermission, the break. Let me open up your mind with some more intellectual rhyming. Let's get into it. Mm-hmm. Give me 1 second. I'll be right with you. Definitely takes a lot of energy to come give you all this content, but I enjoy doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's been a little minute. It's been a little minute. You know what I mean? Give me 1 second. I get this for you. This is definitely another good piece right here. I hope I got it. Did I get it? I did not get it. Why didn't I get it? Uh, all right. Not a problem. Here we go. Out of oppression, digested peace, allowed my body to absorb the goodness, applaud my colon as it pushed the shit out. I'm well. Ankles no longer swell from the fluid that passed from my left eye. Now swept off those same feet, gained me and a pair of wings in the process. My chest no longer polluted by the emissions in the air. My lungs expand and accept the oxygen that comes freely. That wasn't that easy. At some point, just breathing was hard unless inhaling a joint. My brain works. No longer hurts. I wish someone would have told me of the perks that peace of mind was worth, but it was blessing, lesson, burden, constantly hurt, not knowing God's working, but he did it. I'm here. I live. I give. I survive. I praise. Just that I am well. Health is wealth, and I'm student to this shit, but not just veggies and water go get you through this shit. You gotta be true to you and shit. Look for a tribe and not a crew and shit. I'm well. Feels good to say that I'm well. Thank God for the shake back. I'm well. All my shit I take back. I'm well. Finally gained my faith back. I'm well. Superhero. Give me my cake back. I've opted out of oppression and opened up to my blessings. Poetry lived. Peace and love, spread love, not hate. Hope y'all enjoyed that piece. That young woman name is, let me get it for you 1 second. Juan, W-A-N. Check her out if you like. She definitely makes dope poetry, as you can see. Did you enjoy that piece? I hope you did. One last one for you. It's intermission break. Get your drinks so that you can enjoy the vibe over here on Socially Balanced TV. Open up your mind to a new thought, a new way of doing things. Rekindling love tonight over here on Socially Balanced TV. After the breakup, is it possible? Let's go.
And maybe that's just a way of me disengaging from the hurtful, heartfelt reality that sometimes love hurts.
1 second. Start that back from the beginning.
Every time I hear the word love, my brain automatically defaults to roses. Old couples. My beautiful fiance, whom I'm soon to marry. Fat drooling babies that salivate at the sight of their fists. Because I love kids and night skies and stars that sparkle over the sparks that fly like the 4th of July from innocent teenage chemistry. February 15th, because the 14th is just capitalism. And since love is patient, one should be able to wait until the next day when all the Valentine's gifts go on sale. Okay, that may be a bit much, but usually when I ponder love, my mind instantly computes the happy, blissful euphoria produced by oxytocin. And maybe that's just a way of me disengaging from the hurtful, heartfelt reality that sometimes love hurts. Like harsh words impelling through your soul as invisible Excaliburs of vernacular that can't be removed. Sticks and stones worded to break your spirit. It hurts like love reciprocating hatred, rejection, envy, pride, abandonment, and abuse, which oftentimes may produce fear, which may shed light on the dark truth of why we hurt those who love us and hate those who hurt us. So initially, it's more to love. And we can infer that it's more than happiness. So here's a penny for your thoughts, and I hope this makes sense. Since love can't be bought, it's definitely not money because there's no fruit that can be produced from the love of it, the root to all evil. But it has to be more than that leftover dusty ashtray change we give to homeless people for our convenience. Because subconsciously, most fear inhabiting the house of poverty, which is why most are so busy grinding their fingers to the bone, climbing the ladder of success, only to reach the bottom of the totem pole of this Rumpelstiltskin wolf ticket we call the American dream. So obviously, it is more than our selfish and deceitfully wicked hearts that offer heartache and desire immeasurable things that flood us as it beats the life out of someone. See, that's what our hearts do. They destroy. Like in Genesis, God gave Adam and Eve the world. Yet Satan used their flesh to give him reasons to give us hell. And even in that instance, he gave his son, Jesus, a man undesirable in appearance, yet Lord of all in servant form, one who knew no sin. And before he would introduce himself, his pores cried crimson tears of distress. He sweated blood to resist temptation because he knew his blood would be shed on that cross, yet he still willed that his Father's will be done. Could you imagine how he broke bread with betrayal? This is my body broken, take ye eat. This is my blood, take ye drink. And as long as you do this, do in remembrance of me. And this, before that kiss of death that led him down the road to his demise, beaten, bearing the burden of the cross to be crucified, 2 nails in his hands, 1 in his feet. It is finished, sky black, death face defeat. 1, 2, 3. He ain't down for the count because he rose. He rose, eyebrows of questions as the stone of his tomb was removed, only to find scraps of linen. He rose like a tidal wave of grace, beating at the shores of our hearts to wash away our sins. He rose like a beautiful springtime flower pollinated by honeybees. So wake up and smell the roses of our hero, because he rose. He rose for salvation of those who shall repent and believe. And that is love. Grace and peace.
Hey, peace and love, spread love, not hate. So the love that the Creator has for us as a kind, as a human being, is the love that He's expressing. And if the higher energy is willing to sacrifice itself for us humans, to forgive us for all the things we've done, to forgive for all the things we've said about its father, then maybe you should be able to rekindle a situation like that. In that piece, he spoke about fatherhood. You know, being a parent in general, because women bear the full brunt of that the parenting situation, if you ask me. Let's get into it. You address the failures of being a father first, and then you ask for forgiveness for the mother and trust. And you are transparent, honest, and honorable going forward consistently. And then maybe there's a chance, right? Put that child first. That's what's up, King. You heard it from a king right here in the chat. You know, there's some good men out there, ladies. That's all I'm gonna say. What's up, Miguel Vigatoro? Salute. Better be at work. That's all I know. Talk about some hola. I'm just playing. We both gonna be there bright and early. As you get older, you learn from past waste of time relationships. Hopefully, you mature and not repeat it again. Did you enjoy that poem? I want to know, did you enjoy the poem? Let me know. All right. Here we go. Well said. Donna well said, have to learn the lesson in each failed relationship. Absolutely. Let's do this. I said I got an unboxing. We're gonna get into the unboxing. All right. So in order to do the unboxing, you got to cut the camera on. So let's cut the camera on. Get that off the screen real quick. See what we got here. Alright, so this is from the King Ron 314, Guns, Content, and More. I was trying to wait till I seen him in the chat, but he didn't come through yet, so the show must go on. The content must be delivered. Here we have, finally packed. I'm not gonna put his thing there. Finally packaged, delivery. Customer service was great. Ron not only communicated with me before the package was delivered and reassured me that the process wouldn't be that long. His great customer service responded to me. Even when I didn't respond to him, he emailed me. I tried not to let him know it was me during the whole process, but sometimes the vibe, the aura just gives me away. So he knew. He said he knew it was me, but I was trying to trick him and see what his customer service was like. But I'm gonna just give his customer service, out of 1 out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 10. Let's check out the product. I haven't used it yet. It's Build Oil. It's the original man Build Oil, by Ron 314. Sometimes he's in the chat, so salute to him. Let me see if his address is on here, because we don't want to, dox anybody. So this is his. I hope you can see that. Boom. Yes, sir. I don't know if you see it or not. All right. So that's the company Original Man Creation. It's a little business card he sent me. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, Ron. 314 in the building. And here he sent me some free samples of the different kind of beard oil he has. Word up. So we're gonna crack this open and see what it's hitting for. Salute. Thanks for the free samples. This thing is really packaged real well. I can't even open it. That's your shit. Word up. Let me see if I can get it open one more time. All right. Gotta get a little crazy with it. Put some manly muscle into it. 1 second. You gotta get some chili for that one. But this is the thing that I wanted. Right here, the beard oil. Hold on. My boy, the King Ron. Beard oil. If you got a man or something like that, check him out. Mm-hmm. So I'll be putting this, putting this on my beard. So fresh and so clean. 1 ounce bottle. And this one is so fresh, you know what I mean? Again, you know what I mean? For the beard, keep your beard looking good and smelling good. Salute to Ron 314. You don't know him, you see him around, subscribe to him. He's all about teaching about gun rules, gun laws, safety, and stuff like that. And I'm supporting black owned. So salute to Ron 314. I got the beard oil, and I delivered the unboxing like I said I would. You know what I mean? All right, let me see if I missed anything in the chat. All right, so hold on. Read that one. All right, Donna says, as you get older, you learn from past relationships and hopefully you mature and not repeat it again. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Dome and Mary, so many people in dating don't wake up, keep keep repeating the same BS in relationships. That's right. I'm glad you enjoyed that poem, Swoop, like me. I appreciate you. Yeah, that spoken word was dope. Yeah, I appreciate that, Emmanuel Briggs. You like that? Where? That's a little Puma jump off. Leather. I think it's from like Italy or France or something like that. Real deal. You know what I mean? I salute you. Talking about like my joint, Dapper Don. The Dapper Don out here. Salute. I appreciate you for coming through tonight and rocking with me, though. I really do. I really do. hmm Thank you, Mary Jane. All right. Free Thinker says, yes, I like the poem. It's true love hurt and in action, not emotion, but the actions affect the emotion. If I hurt you mentally, physically, and emotionally, those are actions. Absolutely. Those are some deadly actions too. You know what I mean? Those aren't favorable. Yeah, I'm really digging this beard on you, man. I can't wait to try it on at work. You know, salute to Ron 314 again, delivering that gun content. Y'all make sure you'll check him out. Also check out the other great content creators in the chat. Mary Jane is a content creator. Donna Just Being Real is a content creator. Dome is a content creator. Um, all my content creators, put your hands up. You know what I mean? Salute to just my real ones, you know, Northern Bell, Swoop Like Me, Emmanuel Briggs, Tech Maniac. All my real ones that's been in here rocking with me. You know, I appreciate you. I really do. Hope you all enjoyed the content tonight, you know what I mean? I hope you all, I brought you enough of that intellectual vomit, you know. Doing that little unboxing, a product that I think I'm gonna enjoy, you know. And it's always good to support the people, you know. We out here showing that love. Showing that love. Let's go back to the question. Oh, I said I was gonna put the link in the chat. And hold on 1 second. Let's get that. Let's get that going. As promised. Here we go. Bing. Bing. We have a link. You can do it phone style. We can call in, ask your question, you know, yada yada yada. You know how we do it with the house call. On with the house call. Banner across the screen. There you go. We got calls. We got calls. All right. Let's do this. Thank y'all for coming through, man. It's been real though. Real fun. Um, everything's open. All lines are open. You can call in, or you can hit that link to ask your question. You want to hang out and talk about the conversation, you're more than welcome. If you just want to ask one question, you want to physically ask me the question through phone call, now's your chance. Now's your chance to be a part of Socially Balanced TV. Let's go. Don't be scared. I couldn't get no fruit. I couldn't get no peaches in the chat. Scared to put the cheap peaches. Lady said no peaches. No way. I don't give my peaches to just anybody. I feel y'all on that. I feel y'all on that. Don't be giving your peach to just anybody. Make sure they deserve the peach. Lighten the mood. A little bit of music to lighten the mood. Let's go. Socially Balanced TV. All phone lines are open. All forms of communication are now open. You can now ask your questions to me, yours truly, Chapters After 3.0, Surviving Love, Rekindle. Can you get back together after a breakup? Rekindling Love Edition. State your facts. Express your opinion on the house call. Hit that link and let it be known. All forms of communication is now open. Let's go. Smash that like button for your boy on your way in or your way out, either one. I appreciate it though. Yes, sir, I do. Show you Bound TV with your boy Chef the Chapter Plate Prevention. Get your questions together, get your opinions ready, hit that link, call that house call, hit my line. I want to know your thoughts and your opinions. Surviving Love with Chef the Chapter 3.0. Let's go. Don't be scared. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Free Thinker says, yes, I like the poem. I read that one already. Yeah. Okay. What you said here? That's the same thing. Mary Jane, what up? Hit that link. Uh-huh. Good night to you, Free Thinker. Appreciate you all the time. Yes, sir. Hit that link. Let it be known. Let it be known. Hit the link. Talk to us about it. You know, rekindling love is not an easy thing. If the person left a bad taste in your mouth. But I think it can be done. If there's a want. If there's a want there, it can be done. That's right, we out here. We out here, Donna. Yes, sir. On my night out, we stand up. Stand up. Hit that line. Hit that line. Show your boy some support. Show your boy some love by hitting that line. Will be appreciated. Call up. Talk about it. Get into it. Let's go. Right in that mood. Should you rekindle the mode? How far should they go? Should you make him work for it? Or should it be easy? Phone lines are open for you to state your opinion. Let's go. Socially Balanced TV. Smash that like button on your way in. You know how we do. Uh-huh. That late night intellectual vomit regurgitated love coming from your boy Chef Disaster 3.0, bringing you that real content, bringing it to you the best way I know how, keeping it a whole buck out here. Let it be known.
First time, when you know you got it, time you want it, babe. All you gotta do is make it hot. And when you know you got my body hot, I must admit that I'm ready to go the distance with you. 'Cause it's been a long time since I had you to make me feel good. You know I'm real feeling you. This situation is hard to explain. 'Cause you never put your hands on me, but I feel my chemistry. So I'll give you a try. If you do me right, then boy, you know you got me. You got it right the first time. Then you know you got it. You time you want it, babe. All you gotta do is make it hot. And when you know you got my body love. If you get it right the first time. Then you know you got it. Time you want it, babe. All you gotta do is make it hot.
Uh-huh.
You know you got my body love.
Socially balanced TV with your boy Chef Disaster 3.0. You're now rocking with the Black Cupid spread peace of love and not hate. You already know. Let's get into it. Smash that like button on your way in. If you're in the clouds just watching, I hope that you're still enjoying the motherfucking show. Let's go. Let me tell you something. Let me remind you of some of the things that you used to adore about. Let me erase the torment that you once heard in my voice and replace it with, replenish it with, indulge you with the feather of my dearest love in the form of energy, words, and actions mixed all together in one. Let me ignite the inner flame that burns inside you, but is now on a low simmer because of something I did. Let me replace the hate that was once held by love. You see, a part of me getting back to that place has a lot to do with me. Like there's no I in me, but there is one in accountability. You see, taking accountability for one's actions is the first step in the rekindling. Draw the person near with your honesty. Yes, these are the things that you've given to me tonight in the chat, and I'm regurgitating and giving back to you. Walk with me. Regurgitated love, intellectual vomit. You see, where there's a bottom, there is a top. So even though there seems like your relationship is bottomless, reach for the top because there is one. It's there. Whether you're rekindling the love that you lost or rekindling a situation that you were already in. Let's not make it harder than it already is. Because to understand the person that you hurt and to try to get them to forget about the hurt that you caused, that you created, is a daunting thing. But with consistency, we may get there. Dial up the one that slipped away and let them know that you now know why they slipped away. And if it has anything to do with you, any little thing to do with you or your action or your energy or your aura, own that and just apologize. Maybe it won't get you the results that you like, but you will free your mind, body, and soul of the faith that you once held on to from not being merely just accountable for your own actions. You see, the thing I learned here tonight is a breakup isn't the worst part. No, that's not. It's not even the gun to start. It's the climbing back to get back to what you once was. And if you don't know that to be real, I would say just hit the reset button. Start all over again, because if there's someone that you're claiming to love, when they may be missing truly what love is. Accountability is love. Whether you're accepting accountability for the wrong you've done or accepting accountability as the role of the man or the woman in that situation. Accountability. Peace and love, spread love, not hate. It's your boy, Chef Disaster, Place Prevention, with another episode of Surviving Love. Can you get back together after a breakup? Rekindling the Love Edition. We went over a few things. I gave some scenarios. I played some music. I lightened up the mood for you. I did that for you. Are you not entertained? But I really appreciate y'all for coming and listen to me spit that intellectual vomit at you guys. You know, it's definitely an encouraging feeling to have individuals that understand the content and understanding where I'm trying to go with it. So I salute you. I salute you. And I hope I delivered content on time, maybe to help you get through the week, the month, the year, a lifetime. That's the way I would like it. Because the content I bring to you guys is definitely dope, real content. Not watered down. And it's me. You know, can't nobody take that from me. Phone lines are open. All forms of communication are now open. If you want to call in, call in. House call, screening across the screen right there down at the bottom. And the link is in the chat. I'm going to place this in the chat. Oh, it's in there already, but I'm going to put it one more time for the people in the chat who just came in and maybe not know what the link is all about. Hit that link if you want to share your opinion, or call that house call number if you want to share your opinion as well. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Let's get it. One more piece. I definitely like this. I hope you all enjoy this one. 1 second. Roll with me. Y'all enjoying the show tonight? Y'all enjoying the content? Let me go to the playlist. Almost worked up an appetite up here, yo. Oh man, let's get into it though. One more thing. Uh-huh. Alright, what you're talking about in the chat, not much. Alright, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let's see something. Be right with you. Trying to Alright, I'm back. I'm back. My bad on that one. It was just lagging. I've been having a little situation with the laptop, but I got it all under control. I almost lost you. It almost died on me. I had to make sure we plug back up. But the show must go on. I hope I didn't run anybody away with the silence for a minute. Yeah, show that love. Call in. Phone lines is open. Let's get it. All right. All right, here we go. Another little poetry, you know. Hope y'all enjoy this.
So, my anxiety and I have what some people might call a friends with benefits relationship. We have no love for each other, but she still just like fucks with me sometimes. You know? We moved in together some years ago. We have inside jokes. Like when I say, I'm gonna go talk to that person over there, my anxiety looks at me and is like, bitch, please. My anxiety is the reason I didn't talk to you. She's possessive. She doesn't like me talking to other people. She's irrational. Because of her, I'll take the long way to my building to avoid someone I already passed by twice because I don't know if it's acceptable to say hey a third time because of her. I don't correct people at restaurants who get my order wrong. I just eat it. Because you know, maybe sweet potato fries are what I wanted, but the broccoli you gave me is what I needed. Thank you. Because of her, I take the long way to my building to avoid someone who kind of looked like my ex-boyfriend. Because whenever I hand her the aux cord, she makes sure to play back all the times he told me no one else would ever want me. Because of her, I still think no one else will ever want me. I constantly wonder, what happens to a black girl who is too anxious to ever feel like magic? Can she still fly? Can she still be fly with wings that tremble? Can she forget the lifestyle of an ant, that feeling that no matter what she does, she is in danger of being crushed? And my anxiety doesn't like to be made into metaphors, but what I'm trying to say is she is constantly reminding me of how easy I am to crush. As I speak, I am pushing against her weight on my shoulders, and that is why I shake. Sometimes I have to fight to stand up straight, stop rocking. She and I picked out this outfit together. Something that dries fast. If I am sweating, it is because doing this poem feels like fighting a boxing match that you can't even see, and I am determined to knock her out. I have been fighting her for control of our house for years, fighting not to crack, stop rocking, don't shake, breathe. I think the reason my relationships don't work out is because no one knows they're signing up for a threesome. I understand. I know how hard it is to live with both of us when we don't like feeling out of control, when we don't handle conflict well, when we don't handle being yelled at well, when everything you say to us will be repeated and deconstructed and analyzed in our head a million times after. And if I am silent for a while, it is because I have to fight with her before I can fight with you. I've tried to cut her off before. I cannot. We do not handle separation well because of our parents, our ex, our friends. Breathe. So I guess my anxiety and I have just learned to live together. She's the longest relationship I have ever had, and as everyone leaves, she is the only relationship that I can count on.
Alright, I hope you enjoyed that piece. Yeah, that was a deep poem right there, Manuel Briggs. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Kay. Yes, sir. They're talking with each other. Definitely appreciate that. Let's get into it. The link's been in the chat for a little minute. The phone has been put in the chat by some of the moderators. And it's definitely scrolling across the screen. If you want to give your opinion on the topic, feel free. Let's get into it. I'm so cold, fish grease.
Fish, grease. It's a shame we don't talk no more. Thinking what we're fighting for. Girl, I loved you, but since you let go, my heart is slow, cause girl, I'm so cold. Like my body's closed, and can't shake the feeling that nobody knows but you. But since you let go, girl, I'm so cold. So Just gonna leave me outside with no umbrella, huh? Uh, you were the one I gave my heart, though we never depart. I guess falling in love too fast wasn't smart. You acted like an angel fish, but you was a shark. Chewed through my soul, left me torn apart. Too much pride to let you see me cry. Like a car in cruise control, I just let it ride. Things were good a week ago, now this is what it comes to. Mad I ever kissed you, wishing I never hugged you. I should've just fucked you and said fuck you like I forgot you. Cause a bitch can be a bitch and a hoe can be a hoe. You can't make them housewives, you gotta let them go. Or you have your head stuck in your lap, reaping what you sow. Material girls won't love you when you broke. They'll be on to the next, laughing at you like a joke. Sometimes, even one time, everybody plays a fool. Love don't love nothing, and it comes with no rules. Sometimes, even one time, everybody plays a fool. Love don't love nothing, and it comes with no rules.
Hey, it's a shame we don't talk no more. Think of what we're fighting for. Girl, I loved you, but since you let go, my heart is strong. Cause girl, I'm so cold. Like my body's froze. I can't shake the feeling that nobody knows but you. But since you let go, my heart is slow. Cause girl, I'm so
How we go from seeing eye to eye to not even saying hi? When we cross each other's path, we just walk on by. Like you was never my girl and I was never your guy. I guess it was the things my money couldn't buy. It's gonna be hard to forget you, girl, cause you and me had history. But history repeats itself, and you and me are history. I hope your new dude keeps you in the best. It's because of you I got a freezer in my chest. I love you like a queen, but you was just a princess. My untrue boo, a chick full of lies. Deceitful, my eyes couldn't see through the disguise. It must have been a lip, tits, and them thighs. Jezebel, work your spell on a nigga well. Them lips won't curse, every kiss got worse. Mean tongue game and leave a nigga in the hearse. I should've left your ass second and kept me first.
Hey, it's a shame we don't talk no more. Think of what we're fighting for. Girl, I loved you, but since you let go, my heart is slow. Cause girl, I'm so cold. Like my body's froze. I can't shake the feeling that nobody knows but you. But since you let go, my heart is slow. Cause girl, I'm so cold.
So cold. Let's go, fish grease. Smash that like button if you're enjoying the content right now. It's really appreciated. Let's get into it. Get into it. Did you enjoy that track? That was Fish Grease. I'm so cold. That was a good track by an up and coming artist named Fish Grease out of Long Island. Please tap in if you haven't heard about him. Let's get one more by the Fish Grease. Peace and love, spread love, not hate. Surviving love with your boy Chef Disaster Place Prevention. Let's ride out like we always do at this time. Salute Swoop like me. Appreciate the super chat, Mary Jane. Salute. Much love to that baby girl. Surviving love. You got been cold, but I wonder if it's worth it. I wonder if they'll be able to overlook, or will you be able to overlook the things that made you not like them in the first place? Rekindling love. Let's go. I wonder, Fish Grease.
wonder if I was broke, would you take me for a joke? When I asked for your number, would your yes be no? If I was living check for check and wasn't dipping in the Lex, would I gain your respect or get played to the left? I
Yes,
wonder
yes,
if I was
y'all.
ashy and wasn't this classy.
Yes,
Would you
yes,
stop and
y'all.
say hi, or would you walk right past me? I wonder,
Fish
meditate, think
grease.
about, speculate, puzzle over the thoughts, questioning if you were ever date. I wonder if your eyes visualize me as fly, or do they see me like the average New York guy?
Can we
I
rekindle the
wonder
love?
if I ever come across your mind, cause most of the time I find you on mine. I wonder if I told you I was better than the best, would you believe it? Or would I still get treated like the rest? I wonder. Yes,
I
indeed,
wonder.
baby, I do. But it's a wonderful wondering, wondering about you. I wonder. I wonder.
Can we rekindle the love? Sophie
I
Bella
wonder.
TV.
Yes, indeed, baby, I do. But it's a wonderful wondering, wondering about you. I wonder.
Let's go.
I wonder. I wonder.
Uh-huh.
I wonder. Yes, indeed, baby, I do. But it's a wonderful wonder when wondering about you. I wonder if you're single or do you got a man. I wonder if dating is even in your plan. I wonder if you can cook as good as you look. If I was the verses to the song, would you be the hook? I wonder. In that time I'd be lost in thought. You like to give an ass for, but Santa Claus never brought. I wonder if material things cloud your mind. If your favorite cereal is the same as mine. I wonder what God was thinking when he made your design. Cause you're more than beautiful and far beyond fine. Are you a duplication? Are you one of a kind? I wonder like, what's your outlook on life? Are you the religious type? Are you living for Christ? If I were a bag of peas, would you be the rice? I wonder. Yes, indeed, baby, I do. But it's a wonderful wonder when wondering about you.
Fish grease. Let's go. Fish grease. Yeah, we got one more in it. Fish grease. Salute Mary Jane for that super chat. I appreciate you. Are y'all still with me? Let me know in the chat if you're still with me. Just getting in, smash that like button. I appreciate all the love you heard. The Queen, my sister Mary Jane, is in the building. Very inspirational in my movement here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Salute to her. Check out her content. Please do smash that like button. When you get over there, show us some love. As she can always say, we trying to go to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. Now tonight during the rekindling, we talked about ways to rekindle our situation. And some people said they agree sex don't do nothing for them. And some people said, some of the kings said that they feel like sex plays a part. It can be in about the way you go about things and getting to that point, how you do it. If you're smooth with it, it can have a long lasting effect. You got to be smooth with it. If you just, military with it, it's 12 o'clock time to have sex, on repeat, then you know what you're going to get all the time. You might find yourself in a situation that's less favorable to you. So, just make sure that you're doing your part to keep the situation from needing to be rekindled in the first place. Like I said, always find out how you got to that point and realize what you're gonna do about it once you get there. Spice up the situation, rekindle the situation. We all adults here. We all know. We all some of us get pleasure from sex, and some of us don't. So we have to use other avenues to satisfy our partners, and that can come in many different forms. I like to use music, poetry, different forms of expression to express my love. As you'll see here tonight on Socially Balanced TV, that's what the content is about. Helping you be comfortable in your situation that might, present itself somewhere in your life, in your lifetime, on your life timeline. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like it would be as significant, but trust me, it is. You know, so just pay attention to a lot of the things that's going on, so you can know how to respond. So if there's something that needs to be rekindled, you should already know what to do. You should already know how to get to that point. All right, another joint by Fish Priest. I'm playing this because it's not copyrighted music, so I hope that you enjoy it. Let's get into it.
Can we fuck tonight and lay on my bitch? Green, I'm skipping all the bullshit and getting straight to it. Can we get on some Nike shit and just do it? I'm thinking about the way you taste below your waist. I bet it's just like Frosted Flakes. Great. I hope that I ain't being rude and messing up your mood or disrespecting the connection you got with your dude. If you got one. But anyway, I was hoping and wishing me and you could get away to a short stay, for some long play, and reposition some positions with no intermission. Kissing, licking, and sticking, then switching to something different. Fighting, sucking, and fucking. Nice, rough, and rough. You won't like it, you love it, and won't put nothing in the bucket. Now let me slow it down, in case I'm talking fast. Girl, you something I gotta have, like a lot of cash. On top of that, I like that ass, and I'm trying to smash. I've been feeling you. And I know you feel me too. So baby, can we fuck tonight? Cause girl, I wanna fuck tonight. I ain't playing games. I'm trying to make you say my name. So baby, can we fuck tonight? Cause girl, I wanna fuck tonight. Oh yeah. I wanna know what's on your mind. Tell me what you think. Can I eat it on the counter, get it wet as the sink, or in the bathroom? Shower flow, then I'll devour it slow for an hour or so. From the bed to the floor, we gon' do it all. From the window to the wall, I'ma have it stick in the wall, sit in the mall till the shiver fall. You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Grown up sex, no kid shit. I'ma be a porn star, you gon' be my little bitch. That nigga hit it wrong, but I'ma hit it right. When we finish tonight, you gon' have to get some ice. I'm just elaborating, telling you what I'm thinking. I bet you sexy naked and extra extra. Girl, you something I gotta have, like a lot of cash. On top of that, I like that ass, and I'm trying to smash. I've been feeling you. And I know you feel me too. So baby, can we fuck tonight? Cause girl, I wanna fuck tonight. I ain't playing games. I'm trying to make you see my name. So baby, can we fuck tonight? Cause girl, I wanna fuck tonight. Oh yeah.
Salute. What you got to say, Donna? Donna says sex is phenomenal when things in a relationship is lacking or going wrong. Sex sucks and can't repair what's happening. For some, sex solves all problems. That's why I date a person you evenly yoked with. Brilliant statement, Donna. Word up. You want to leave that up for a minute. Sister Donna put that up there. Don't you say Sister Donna. Yes, sir. Um, see what we got going on. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling tonight? That's what I want to know. How y'all feeling tonight? You've been in here for, I believe, what, 2 hours strong, riding out, 2.5 hours. And I appreciate all the support, everybody who came through and hit the like button. Just rode out with me. You know, trust me, it's appreciated. I can't thank you guys enough. You know what I'm saying? I can't thank you all enough. Mary Jane, Donna, Free Thinker, Truth Like Me, all of you that's in the building. Appreciate you. Without being said, when a relationship is not equally yoked, it's a ticket of disaster. Yes, it is. Not like Chef disaster, not like me. The other disaster. All right, let me see something. Let me ask you guys something. A question. Since we're trying to rekindle something, say if we attempt to rekindle something and they keep it doing the same thing, um, basically, I want to know when is the time, when is it a sure sign to say that to let it go, no more trying to rekindle that old situation. When is it time to do that? Because some people hold on to these emotions for a person for a very long time. People have that ability to do that. Um, so let me know what you think in the chat, or you want to call in and ask the question. All right, we got a panelist. Got my the King Dome in the building. What's going on, King?
Shalom, brother. Shalom.
All right, Shalom, Shalom. All
All right, all right. Check
right,
it out your show, man. Shit is popping, man. I'm just sitting back listening and enjoying the music and shit, man. It's cool.
all right. I appreciate you coming in, King. You know what the topic is. You've been in the chat. You've been putting some really important facts and opinions in the chat of your own. Um, what is it that you want to say? Any questions you want to ask me? Go right ahead. Feel free. Thank you for hitting the link.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Oh, I don't really got no questions to ask. I mean, I think I could just elaborate on my shit. I just feel like, for me, I like the connection of the woman. I just never was really attracted to the thought of calling somebody every day. I just think it's really more a hang up on me. And you know, with me, I think that's what makes me is that you can see a lot of my flaws and you can notice my flaws off top. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people that keep their flaws hidden. You feel me? That make sure you find out later what they shit is. You know what I mean? I'm not looking for a wife. I ain't looking for none of that shit. But at the same time, I'm not against finding somebody that I'm compatible with that has potential for us to grow together. You know what I mean? So I'm not opposed to relationships. I just don't. I haven't really encountered that many relationships to promote them like that. I'm more of a just see where it go type person. So in other words, that would be a hookup person, if you will. But I just like to see where the shit go, man. I like to enjoy the time I'm with with that person. I don't like putting titles on shit because I see other people's relationships get crumble and fall when they put all these expectations on shit. You feel me? Like where they're just like, oh, we're together, we're together. And it's the same thing I feel with marriage. You know, when you can have people that may, and I know a lot of people might be against it, but like when you have people that may have, they might have a wonderful relationship and they might be living together or whatever, but then they might get married and then all of a sudden that relationship ain't wonderful. It ain't what it used to be prior before marriage. So that's kind of what I'm on right there. I don't want to ruin that it moment. You know what I mean? And it feels like it gets ruined because all of this societal shit gets pushed on to you because people think this shit normal. And I'm not knocking anybody's, you know, preference of dating and all that. I'm just saying we're not all gonna see that shit how you see it. And I don't think we all should because I think that's what keeps the balance of life, you know, with humans and shit. Just my opinion. I don't know how to explain that.
Nah, you did a pretty good job. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Though. That's basically what the platform is built on. You know, so I respect your opinion over here. You know, it's easier to get better understanding of what you have to say when you talk about it more often. It starts to make sense to you. And if it doesn't make sense, then we have the ability to rethink things. You know what I'm saying? So in your situation, I would elaborate if you don't mind. I would say to you, since you don't want to personally call it a relationship, has there not been any companionship in your lifetime that was so good to you, even though they weren't your girlfriend, that you want to revisit again?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, shit for me, my best relationships were not relationships. It was, you know, we liked each other. We may have met in a club, social media, a bar or some shit. And we didn't say, "Hey, we gonna get married after this." Of course not. You know, we met each other at the bar. You feel me? That's not really like possible. But at the same time, you got an attraction. Uh, I just happen to been blessed and been in, you know, the lucky positions of uh, where the attraction led up to us doing what we had to do, you know, or doing what we got into, doing the grown folks dance. You know what I mean? And there wasn't no disrespect or anything like that. Some people might look at that shit as trashy or shit like that, but at the end of the day, I look at it as two grown people acting on grown people instincts, you know. And a lot of people, uh, they live for what society is telling them and what they think society is accepting. You know what I mean? You see that Dr. Umar shit, like people saying, you know, what the fuck is that? Woo, woo. But it's like that shit worked for them. If those two sisters are down for this shit, what is y'all hating for? It ain't you. That's his shit. So at the same time, I think a lot of people just want you to live how they want to live, and they think you just being you. That's not normal. You just dating around, and this is vice versa for women and shit. Now it's how you go about it, in my opinion, that makes it stand out. It makes it something different. You feel me? When you start putting the price on your soul, that's prostitution. That's something else. When you start dating for certain status and shit, to me, that's just selling your soul. That's a form of prostitution, in my opinion. But if you happen to meet somebody that's nice, they treat you cool, because let's be honest, it's a, you know, I'm long winded as shit. I'm sorry about that. But you can meet somebody and you feel like you know them for years, and then people always find out, you feel me, that they cross dressers, they want to be transsexuals, and then they're like, I never knew. I never knew. I didn't know that. I'm like, you know, I mean, nobody's perfect. Everybody got their shit. So I'd rather see your flaws off top, and I'd rather just be honest off top. Like, you know what I mean? That's
Hmm
just my opinion. Shit,
It's
to be
definitely good
honest.
to be Honest up front, absolutely.
Hmm.
I agree with you. Another one of the things that was said, has there ever been someone that was your high school sweetheart or just someone you had a really, really, really strong liking for when you were 17 or younger, and you were with them, but you broke up for whatever reason, maybe your father found a new job and you had to move, so you had to break up. Would you, do you think that there would be a possibility that you can rekindle love with maybe, someone you lost your virginity to or something like that? How do you feel about that?
No doubt. No
That
doubt. No doubt. I think I can. All of my exes, whatever
all of your
however
actions? All of
all no, let me explain that. Let me expand on that. You feel me?
Go ahead.
All of my relationships were good. They weren't bad.
Uh
This
huh.
is why I could actually get on here and not dog sisters, and I could appreciate it because I made great selections in the women that I was with. You know what I mean? So I honestly feel like they would make great wives. Honestly, I can see a lot of them with kids and wives. Matter of fact, some of them do got kids, and they I believe are getting married. A few of them. But there are some that I believe are single, judging by their social media or whatever. But yeah, it's always a strong possibility because we never ended on no evil shit or anything like that. So I have to maybe rephrase what I was saying on because I think I put in the chat. I think I put some couples can't be prepared, but let me go back on that. Now, if you had a mature relationship where you just parted and you just was like, hey, if can we just part? Can we just break? You go your way, I go my way. Can we just do that and it be cool? And without you being, without me having to be a BN and you being a B, can we just be humans and even be cool after that? Sure. I feel like those you can actually rekindle some shit like that. I don't feel
Mm-hmm.
like those are doomed relationships, man. Because a lot of people, they have horrible breakups, horrible break, like terrible breakups. I didn't see them. And I'm just like, bro, you should have never been with her in the first place. I mean, that was your problem. That was your fault. You know what I mean? You
All
chose
right.
that.
I'm glad you said that. Let's piggyback off of that. Um,
Hmm.
name one thing that is unforgivable that you believe you shouldn't rekindle from.
Oh, man, that's a good question. I honestly think disrespect, man. I feel like if if
Right.
if she,
All
if
form of
she
disrespect.
it both ways too, because if she felt like I disrespect, now I ain't gonna lie and say I was an angel. Some of these exes might say I was a horrible MF. You know what I mean? He got attitude, probably this and that. I got a short temper or whatever, but okay, that's cool. I mean, we're not all perfect, and they've done things, but at the same time, it wasn't to a point where I was like, F her, I hate her, this and that. We dealt with normal relationship shit. I feel like it's normal relationship shit. What I see that make me say that I can't never come back to this is ultimate disrespect. Like you just disrespect, like you a B and you all this shit, you a fuck boy, you this and that, what were you calling all my peoples calling my job and all that shit. There's no you can't return from that. That's and I never had that, so that's why I'm saying a lot of these sisters, these women, it was all like
Yeah,
natural
don't mess
shit.
with that coin. Don't mess with our coin. That's a fact. One thing I would have to speak for the ladies. I got love for the ladies. Um, I would definitely, and it happens to men too, but I would definitely say abuse. If you put your hands on an individual, that's one of the things I would say. Not to forgive. Be careful on that one right there. That's a big form of disrespect as well. One of the things I would say I wouldn't be rekindling any kind of past relationship if you put your hands on me. And I promote that. Don't let anyone put your hands on you. Don't make if there is a first chance, make that first chance be the last. You know what I mean? So
but
that's something that would need a whole lot of love, a whole lot of love from the higher energy, and just constant, constant reinsurance. Plus, got to be some kids and some money. That's a marriage. Just don't put your hands on nobody. It really ain't no coming back from that. And if it does, that person, got a
but
big heart and really trust.
but, but my whole thing would be, why would you get to that point though? I've never been to a
It,
point
ha-
where I want to.
it happens though. It does. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
happy. Yeah, like people for many different reasons, people are put. I don't know what in every situation why it happens, but I can say that it does happen, and my stance on it is just don't give nobody another chance to find out if they're gonna hit you again. Make that first chance, that first time be the last time. That's just the
I.
bottom line.
No relationship should have to get to a point where you got to put your hands on somebody. You don't want no relationship like that. If you
Right.
ever feel like you want to hear somebody, then that might not be the person for you. Like I
Um,
said, I was blessed to never have to be in any relationship or be around any woman that was violent or, antagonize violence to make you want to do violence and shit. That's weird shit to me. I don't understand that. But
yeah, it definitely should be with you, bro. Definitely. Hell yeah, I'm with you on that. Um, the next thing was what I forgot what it was. Oh, here we go. What if your relationship was lacking in some areas and you had to rekindle your relationship? What would be your go-to move or thing to do to add spark to your relationship to ignite the flame again, to rekindle the love? Because you're gonna stay with her, but it just needs a little more spice. Um, what would be some of the things you would do to try to add spice to your situation, though?
yeah, that's a good question, man. Honestly, I would just have to try a different approach, man, and switch it up, man. I can't do the same thing, take her out to a expensive place, uh, because I'm not into the toys and shit. So it's not gonna be nothing like that. We could play, cops and robbers, bad guy, good guy, or some shit like that. But I'm not doing no toy shit. That shit is just so unnatural for me. I don't know what it is.
So let me
I,
ask you a
I,
question. Would you read your woman a book? Now, would you actually sit her down and get some hors d'oeuvres or some wine or whatever you like doing, and
oh yeah,
actually
yeah.
read her a love story? How would you think that would go? Would
I
that
would do that.
excite you?
I don't know if it excite her, but I mean I could do that though. I'm not into the toys, man. The toys creep me the fuck out. That
Yeah.
shit is hella
No, that's
unnatural.
understandable.
Yeah, I'm not into that. But I mean, there's a lot of people that are, and I'm not knocking that. I'm just not into the toys. So we have to find some kind of way.
Feedback. Hold on. I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute when you speak because she said I'm getting feedback.
Oh,
That was Let me see. That was the other question. Um, the other thing was when is there for you? When is there a sign, a message, or somebody telling you a bug in your ear that's telling you that this situation is over? When is that? What sign is that for you? When you shouldn't try to rekindle it no more?
I couldn't hear you, bro. Can you repeat that again, brother? It was cutting
I
out.
said, oh, okay, yeah. What sign? What sign is it that says that you shouldn't rekindle that situation with that person anymore?
Oh, I think for me, like once again, it's a disrespect. It's always gonna come to that. If it's like, if I ever sense it feeling like it's gonna get violent, or she getting real loud, it's getting louder, which prompts violence and shit, I'm out. I don't want to deal with that shit. I typically just exit rooms when that happens because it don't ain't nothing good gonna happen from it. I mean, we see that you see people that argue and all that shit. I'm not just talking about movies. That shit don't end well. So for me, like the disrespect, um, or just being, if I'm not happy, or if I never could think of that many happy moments, if that makes sense. If we didn't have too many happy moments, then I'm just like I'm good with it. I can't do it. There's no coming back from that. I mean, there was no time where I felt loved or felt like I loved you that much that it just I wouldn't even want to waste your time like that. That's how I put it. I wouldn't want to waste your time like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that's my answer.
Great answer, Dome. I appreciate it. Um, in closing, is there anything you want to say that might help somebody rekindle their situation if needed? But we definitely like your opinion over here on Social Balance TV. Anytime you come through, you'll be welcome here. And you'll check out my King Dome. He's a content creator as well.
For sure, man. I appreciate all the love, man, that you be showing, man, every time. Uh, the best, the best advice I can give you, from my opinion, and just my point of view, is communication. Because communication is the biggest, largest, original art form that humans have possessed since the beginning of mankind. Even when humans didn't, quote unquote, have a language, they communicated. You know what I mean? So if you could communicate with your partner, even communicate with your friends, your homies, your homegirls, communication is the biggest key. See how your woman feel, see how your man feel in the relationship, and always stay on the talkative side because it keeps the interest, which keeps the spark there. You know what I mean? Because I know sometimes you get bored and then you get, it's a lot of quiet, a lot of silence, and it's not good for either, partner. You gotta have communication. That's my best advice.
Communication is key. We appreciate your opinion and your perspective, King. Um, thanks for the final thought. I know someone else is going to appreciate what you got to say because I know I do. So that someone is me for right now, but there will be others. Thank you so much for coming up and hitting that link. You're always welcome, my G. Salute.
Appreciate you, brother. Peace to the chat. Y'all be good, man. Many blessings to y'all. Shalom.
All right. Salute to the King Dome for coming up and representing for the Kings, dropping that perspective. We got us a tap in tonight, and it was definitely an awesome perspective. I hope you'll listen and got an understanding of where that king was coming from on his perspective on rekindling his situation. He gave you his real opinion, nothing more, nothing less. Take from it what you will, as with the content that I presented to you tonight. I hope that it enlightens you and helps you maybe get through a situation that you're going through at the moment, or if something that you just need closure for, or a different understanding. I hope I provided that for you tonight over here on Social Balance TV. I definitely appreciate everyone that came through, It feels good to be me, to have friends and supporters like you guys over here on the platform. I hope I got that feedback, Mary Jane. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. As I continue to try to work to the top and get my content growing, I appreciate you. Salute to King Dome for coming through, dropping that knowledge. Appreciate your game, player. Appreciate your game. Uh-huh. Yes, I definitely like to thank all of y'all for coming through. Like, share, hit that like button, that cash app. That's right. It's all appreciated. It all goes to a great place. Trust and believe. You heard? Thank you very much, Northern Bell. I appreciate you. Another awesome moderator, supporter. You know, salute to you. Here we go with a little something, a little more non-copyrighted music. You know, that's what I can bring to you without getting copyrighted. Let's go. Here go Kurt Ends. We out here. You know. You already know. Let's get it.
Yeah, you know, look. All the shit that's going on, everything I've been through. Now we in the building, rooms I can rent you. Eating like a tapeworm with flows that I lent you. Saving room for dessert, it's money on the menu. Try to stomach my life, wouldn't be that simple. Went from fitting in to standing out like a pimple. Now the DJ bring it back like a rental. Part of my swag, cut the track like a Gensu. It's Young Curtains, I want everything I do for. Hard top convertible, it's a two-door. I'm just riding, smoking, doing my own shit. My girl stressing, wonder who I go home with. Baby, I'm only sleeping with success. Blow kisses to the money. But I do anything that pays me, cause mommy broke or lazy. To me, that shit is crazy. You got that money to spend, you know, and it's still coming in. You stacking it up, it's out 20s and 10s. You got a reason to shine, you know, no need to be pro. You know, you grind every day, you know, pleases you more. Yeah, money, you know, money,
Yeah, money.
I have faith in your abilities, what the pastor told me. So I fuck with bitches like Kim Kardashian, Chloe. Get them in the bed, dick them down fast and slowly. Then attack them on the butt like an Ashton Bogey. I'm in LI getting fat as Shoney's. Lobster, shrimp, scallops, glass of Moe. Boy, I live a sweet life, no Zach or Cody. I keep eating like a hashed Yoshi. And all my niggas cop birds, get cash from poultry. That's right, we ball like the playoffs. And yes, I'm on my grind, and no, I never take a day off. Got the streets on fire, I'm killing it like Adolf. And if you got a problem, ain't no problem, we can spray off. Curtains will let the KO. My block, you better stay off. You bring that money here, we still in it like Madoff. And fuck the consequences, we worry about the payoff. You know, it's still coming in, you know, stacking it up. It's out 20s and 10s, you got a reason to shine. You know, no need to be pro, you know, you grind every day, you know, pleases you more. Yeah, money, you know, money, you know, money, you know, money, yeah, money, you know, money, you know, money, yeah. It's freaky, cheeky, Fontaine, drunk as George Bush, but shoot like Dick Cheney. One with my chi, master my ability. When Bush come to shove, I got these motherfuckers feeling me. Yeah, I bet the house that they feel it. Best kept secret, tell me how do I reveal it. Shove came to push, see the competition kill it. Say it's all in the cards so long as I deal it. And trust I deal it, bitch, no squilling. As if I get pitched, I'm shifting for willing. Yup, I breathe Willie and on the T-Rex. Rookies of the year, niggas knowing that we next, and we ain't for the BS, so suck it like DX. And like right behind us, doing it in the GS. Sincerely, yours truly, PS. It's Clip said to the death, you niggas can't see us.
Hey, you can't see us. We getting money. Kurt Ends, PSG. We outside.
It's curtains, nigga. Yeah. We in LA. I only came for my breakfast and my bread and my butter. I get respect from niggas like they trying to get to their mother. Can you make my eyes stink? That's why my vision's gutter. Niggas walk around frontin' like they live in the gutter. Like they lips really touching like they life is a mother. Fucker wanna act up, I put a price on your brother. Real niggas who ain't afraid to take a life of another. I used to gamble with your pops, I was piping your mother. So practically your father in the six that is. But I father none, cause bitches sit my kids. Grab a 20 or some A's. Roll up before I eat my brunch. Dick down the dope, 1,000 kids and your sister's lunch. I don't give a fuck, nigga, brain me, so what, nigga? Shotty under my arm, longer than the crutch, nigga, supposedly. Niggas in the hood, all the reefer, niggas roll up, get smoked. I ain't talking reefer, nigga, one foot in front of the other. I keep stepping to some shit I ain't prepared for. It's what I'm here for, one foot in front of the other. I keep stepping to some shit I ain't prepared for. It's what I'm here for. ball, one foot in front of the other. I keep stepping to some shit I ain't prepared for. It's what I'm here for, one foot in front of the other. I keep stepping to some shit I ain't prepared for. It's what I'm.
Hey, you already know what it is. Let's go. Socially balanced TV. That was your boy Kurt Ends. Kurt Ends everything. Supporting the underground rap movement. We had two underground up and coming artists, you know, Fish Grease and Kurt Ends. Check them brothers out on SoundCloud if you like what you hear. Let's get into it. We had our tap in already from Dome. If you missed it, go back and rewind and hear that again. Uh, Definitely, I gave my intellectual vomit on rekindling the love. Gave my opinion. People in the chat gave their opinion. We did our socially balanced thing over here tonight. Definitely spread that love and not that hate. And I hope, like I said, I hope that the content reaches someone who finds some value in it, because I know I do tonight and every night. Salute. Salute to everybody who came through and smashed that like button. Please don't forget to smash the like button on your way in or on your way out. It's all appreciated. Give me 1 second. Uh huh. You guys doing? How's the feedback? Is the feedback better? I tried to fix it. I hope it came through good. All right, we've been going for a good minute now. Let's do this for you. I got one for y'all. A oldie but goodie. It's your boy Chef Disaster Police Prevention coming at you with another video. And in this video, I'm gonna open up your mind a little bit with a poem. Check me out. This poem is called Who Am I? Who am I? I am a child of God. I was conceived in circumstances, even though I don't have a mother or a father. I am a seed that feeds while fertile to the fetus. I am born with a brain like a bird. I'm caged and dying to be free. Who am I? I know who I am. I come from the sweat of my ancestors' glands. I'm the fruit of their labor. I have a start, but no end. They pretend they don't hear me, but be the first ones to listen. And still they ask, who am I? They act like they hate me so much, but I am their style. I am their mannerisms. I'm everything they believe in. And still they ask me, who am I? Yes, brothers and sisters, I move at a pace that is seen by many, but still unknown by my enemies. Oh yes, who am I? You know who I am. I don't hide it. I'm in every street corner. I'm on the blocks. I'm on the airwaves. I'm at the dinner table. I'm in the school with your very children. Who am I? I think you should take the time to get to know me. Who am I? I am the DNA. I am everything, and I'm here to stay. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't go yet. You got the nerve to ask me who I am when you know you use me for everything you do? No. Who am I? No. The real question should be, who are you? Peace and love to all my real truth seekers out there. Spread love, not hate. I'm out. Just want y'all to know I appreciate everybody who came through and smashed up on that like button. Definitely was dope. Social Balance TV wouldn't be Social Balance TV as I always tell y'all. Let's go.
I ain't much on messing over. Me and Romeo ain't never been friends. Did you see how much I really love it?
Salute,
I've
salute,
seen
salute.
it to you time and time
Let's see
again.
what we got.
Oh, messing over, messing over, oh, messing over.
Uh-huh. Alright. Whether you feel like you can't get back with the person or you can't, it doesn't hurt to try if that's what something you want to do. That's what I came to my final conclusion on. Definitely some great energy in here tonight. I appreciate everybody that came through. Um, we did get um a super chat, so we're gonna play some music because the the video will make me some money. So it's all about the bag. So I appreciate Mary Jane for the super chat, and we're gonna play some music. So let's get into it. We're gonna roll out with this joint right here. Let's get it.